17, and they're taking on the Denver Broncos. The Chargers have already announced this year. Obviously, they're 15-0. But will the Chargers go 16-0 after today, folks? 2 weeks left in the NFL season. And let's take a look at the standings here, folks. In the AFC power rankings, we got the Chargers number one football team. Then we got the Buccaneers 13-2, Cardinals 12-13, 12-3, Broncos 12-3, Chiefs 11-4, Falcons 11-4, Bills 10-5. Let's take a look at the standings here, folks. A lot of teams are still in the playoff picture. AFC North is still up for grabs. 2 games left. Anything can happen. AFC South, looks like the Jags might run away with it. AFC East, well, the Bills already pretty much won that division and got their playoff spot. AFC West, Chargers obviously won that. Well, there's 2 games. Yeah, they won that division. And 3 teams are in the playoffs. So AFC West is probably the toughest division in this league, and that's a guaranteed fact. Then we got the NFC North, Vikings up first place. The Bucks, Falcons in the AFC South. NFC East is up for grabs between the Cowboys and the Eagles. NFC West, the Cardinals got that wrapped up. Let's take a look at the playoff picture here, folks. The Chargers are the first seed in the AFC, Bucks in the NFC. And there's still a lot of spots open here, folks, so anything can happen. There might be a few teams getting eliminated. Let's get this started. Yeah, whatever, don't matter. Let's see, we're gonna work on now Mike Williams is hurt. He probably won't show up until maybe the Super Bowl. He's out for 7 weeks. Just got hurt. So he's going to be out for 6 more weeks here. Here's my other backup wide receiver, KJ Hill Jr. Pretty good receiver there, folks. Let me tell you something right now. This guy could be the next Keenan Allen. I'll tell you that right now, folks. All right, let's get right to it. We're ready to rock and roll here, folks. Here we go, Broncos and the undefeated Chargers. Folks, it's going to be one hell of a football game. Aaron Rodgers is the quarterback of the Broncos. He's looking to get revenge here on the San Diego Chargers. I mean, the LA Chargers. Excuse me.
Today, from SoFi Stadium in Inglewood, California.
Here we go, folks. It's game time here in Los Angeles. SoFi Stadium, folks.
Southern California has a new modern home for NFL football, and it is this place, wondrous SoFi Stadium here in Inglewood. Today, we're set for a good AFC matchup between the Denver Broncos
I always start out with a 4-4 formation.
Chargers. They show run with 3 tight ends here on first down. Now a carry.
Come on, make the tackle. There you go.
Pick of the Chargers. It's Melvin Gordon.
Former Charger Melvin Gordon.
The 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. The numbers a week ago for Melvin Gordon. 18 carries, 66 yards, and a touchdown.
They look like a team that really emphasized the running game in the offseason. They were going to build around it. Didn't matter if they were going to run gap scheme.
Now watch that pass up the middle.
Who finds yardage if you give just a little bit of space.
Well, this defense for the Chargers, they were fantastic a week ago in that win over Houston.
But Chargers have been lights out here. Can they stop Aaron Rodgers?
Because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the
Rodgers,
game,
first down, Denver.
It made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for him to escape the pocket and run.
Well, that'll get them to first down as they get 9 yards out of that quick slant. Here's Rodgers to throw. He gets it into the hands of Larry Fitzgerald. And
Fitzgerald
out across midfield down to the 45.
Aaron Rodgers' top target of the year.
And a Denver first down. Now the handoff comes to
Gordon. Big first, almost got a first down there,
2
folks.
yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Well, this defense for the Chargers, they were fantastic a week ago in that win over Houston.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling.
Come on, dude, right up the middle.
But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
First carry for Josh Jacobs. And he won't get much. Maybe a couple. Down inside the 35 to the 34. Well, this defense for the Chargers, they were fantastic a week ago in that win over Houston.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the team.
I don't know what happened there, man.
But definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
Take that shit back.
So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Now they'll throw with Rodgers. 7 yards on the play, and they're going to face a 3rd down. And he's already got 2 catches on the opening drive. They know he's going to be
all out blitz, baby.
And sometimes you game plan for that offensively. You want to make sure that guy touches the ball, and sometimes it just happens naturally. And then you change your game plan. When he has the high hand, you keep going back to him because he's running routes with confidence as the game goes on.
2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. Into the red zone, it's Rodgers. Left side here, that's the tight end Fant. Down he goes at the 10 with a solid pickup of 8. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion. 2nd and 2, first down marker at the 8.
Come on, D.
From the gun, it's Rodgers. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And the Broncos are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line. Well, he did everything but get him in the end zone there, but now they're set up golden opportunity, strong opening drive, and they're knocking on the door.
And the way that they did it, now look where they are on the field.
Yeah, this is caught by Sutton.
Nothing,
touchdown Broncos.
And the Broncos are on the board.
With touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Broncos,
hey, what's going on, man? It's Space Sports Gaming here.
On the opening drive. McManus's point after is good, and it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. From his end zone is K.J. Hill. Hill going to sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. Here are the Chargers ready to go on offense, led by their first-round pick in 2020. The man out of Oregon, Justin Herbert.
And he ought to have a lot of pep in his step after last week's performance.
All right, let's go.
Because he did exactly as you want him to play if you're a coach. 3 touchdown passes, 0 interceptions, which usually means you're making a lot of right decisions out there.
And got him to win. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, You got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score. You give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Justin Simmons up from his safety spot to make the tackle. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. So, Charles, for this offense, we've been talking all year about how difficult it would be to run the table. And you gave me your chances early in the year. You thought maybe 25%. A few weeks ago, you thought closer to 50, but not quite 50. Now, here they are, 15-0. This is happening, isn't it?
I think it is, Brandon, because I do believe this team is too invested, too well coached to fall asleep at the switch now. And I think it ultimately benefits them to stay engaged all the way through the season, because make it to the finish line, then they get the open week to refresh and re-energize. But if you get off the gas now, that can really hurt you in playoff time.
These two teams getting a couple of late season tilts this year. Their first meeting was not too long ago, back in week 12. This, the second meeting between these two division rivals. You might recall they met earlier in the year. On first down, it's Herbert. Flush to his right. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down. Back to throw here, Herbert. Buying time to his left.
Oh, what a catch. Tim Tebow.
And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. The end result, 21 yards. Herbert.
God damn it.
This one is down he goes. Von Miller in there for the sack, and he's closing in on the all-time record. That's number 19 on the year.
Well, there's still time to rectify this situation, because the silver lining, they took a sack on 1st and goal. But that close to the goal line, that still definitely hurts.
First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass, eluding the pressure right. And he'll get this into the hands of Hill, complete. Really nice gain on the completion. However, still 3rd and goal that they face now. From the gun, it's a give to Peterson.
Touchdown, Chargers!
Charger touchdown.
And the Chargers are on the board.
With touchdown number 27, that ties Priest Holmes for the 3rd most in a single year. And the Chargers are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Extra point right down the middle. And we are tied here in the 2nd quarter. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And it's capped off by a touchdown run by Adrian Peterson. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. So the Broncos come back out as we give you a look at the playoff race in the AFC. And the division title, that's out of reach. We know that. This is as good a spot, Charles, as they're going to get. That first wild card and the number 5 overall seed.
Barton is not out of the question, especially with the 7 seeds that they have now in the playoffs. If you do win and the other wild card teams win in the first round, you could find yourself with a home game in the divisional round. Now, we know that's not likely, but it's not out of the question. Bottom line, you have to win to put yourself in that position.
On 2nd down, Gordon once more. He takes this from the 30 to the 34.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now, because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
They'll try and run it. Here's Gordon. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're
4th and inches.
Football, he's going to be a foot or
good
so
defense
short.
by the Chargers, and the Broncos are going to most likely get here, folks.
The punt team as it's 4th down. So
good defense by the Chargers. And let me tell you something right now. It's not one of the number 1 factor in the NFL.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. So a good punt there, but a nice return of 11 yards. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The Chargers get set to go here for their second drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they
fucking offensive line got my goddamn way.
On the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Kyle Fuller there defensively. Going to throw on third down with Herbert. Sliding out of the pocket. And that
come on, man.
Intercepted. Boy, for a guy known for his hands defensively, that's a ball he probably thinks he should have come up with. But instead, it's fourth down. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And Denver getting set to take the field. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down.
Come on, D.
Rodgers going to throw. Completes it to Fant on the right side. 3 yards the gain there, second down. So, Charles, here we are, week 17. Both of these teams playing their 16th game of the regular season. And obviously for decades, that was the full season. But as we all know, a little strange, still one more game.
Come on, man.
Yeah, Brandon, I think we're both interested to see how things play out next week because we know their division titles and wild card spots up for grabs. So those teams, no doubt, they'll be all in. But how would you like to go in front of a team that's 3-13 and say, okay, guys, one more time, let's go get them. If we win, it benefits someone else.
And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. It's another 10 yards on that one and another first down. Options galore here, second and a few inches. Now Rodgers sets up the screen to Gordon. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Rodgers again now. That's caught over the middle by Fant. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. More from L.A. in a moment. Second down and 3. Throwing now is Rodgers. Out quickly to Judy. And all the way home for a Broncos score.
Damn it.
Jerry Judy, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Broncos have taken the lead. And a nice job by him to catch the slant and then navigate and break free.
And receivers love slant routes because it gets the ball in their hands so quickly and oftentimes on the move. And when they're on the move like that, then they get to use their best asset, which is usually their speed.
And their speed sometimes, like this instance, can take them into the end zone. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. Here's a Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. And with still more than a minute to go in the half, time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Trying to force it to...